So about a week ago, I made a 1v1 tips video going over two aspects of 1v1 that I thought were very important. If you haven't seen it yet, I'd pause this video and check it out because this is the second part to that video. I'll leave a card in the top right if you want to check that out, and also it'll be in the description down below. I'll give you a second to check it out. Done? Cool. Let's get on with the video. In the last video, I went over 50/50s and shadow defense. And in this video, I'm going to be covering recoveries and boost management, which are another two massive aspects of 1v1 that you need to have fine-tuned to be the best that you can be. Let's start with recoveries. Recoveries are quite a tricky topic to give advice on because a lot of the time recoveries can depend on what has just occurred in your game. For example, we have a kickoff, which I end up losing, which makes the recovery 100 times harder already. And the opponent makes a well-placed shot that just goes barely over me because I have no boost. But if I analyse this recovery, I can see there's a small boost pad that I missed on my way back to goal. But the question is, could I have collected that small pad and made the save? Possibly, but that's the thing about recoveries, you never know what could have happened unless you go for it. Okay, so we're going to analyse another example. In this example, I've gone for a questionable air dribble and my opponent makes a comfortable save. This leaves me in a very uncomfortable situation as I am left in the opponent's goal with around about 30 to 40 boost in my pocket. If we go back, I'll show you what was going through my head at this point. So I've gone for the shot and I can see that my opponent is in a great place to save it. So my first instinct is to air roll so that I have a more comfortable landing and I'll keep most of my momentum. Even though this isn't where I want to be right now, I can use the shape of the goal to still keep up my momentum so that I can travel back towards my goal as fast as I can. Once I can see that I'm going supersonic, next is trying to determine where my opponent is going to counterattack from and how I'm going to deal with it. So my opponent goes for a quick shot, maybe thinking that I can't deal with it and I'll panic. That's fair play, seeing as most people would panic during a high speed recovery. And to his delight, I do make an awkward save that is now lined up perfectly for him to tuck the ball away. But after I made my save, using the little boost I had left and getting a nice landing on the base of the wall which allowed me to keep up my momentum, you can see where I'm going with this, and I'm able to make one of the best saves I've ever made. So yeah, a lot of the time making a good recovery comes down to keeping your momentum, because say if you land sideways or on the wall and your car stops dead in its tracks, you're probably not going to make a good recovery. A few mechanics crucial for keeping your momentum involve wave dashing and holding down your PowerSlide wherever you feel like you're going to lose momentum. Wave dashing I can cover in another video, otherwise this video would be way too long, so maybe I'll do that in the future if you guys want to see that. Those last two mechanics tie in really well for the next topic we're about to talk about, which is boost management. First off, I just want to say that the whole field is covered in boost. Literally the whole field.
Don't listen to him. You need me. You can't live without me. I'll fully replenish your needs. Trust me. You don't need those pathetic pads over there. Use me.
Wait, I might be small, but I ain't pathetic. I could be a lot more useful than you in a lot of situations, you know?
Enough arguing. I'm going to explain to the viewers that you're both very important and need to be used in different situations.
Fine.
Okay, so looking at a standard field in Rocket League, you've got a total of 34 boost pads. 6 of them being 100 boost pads, and the remaining 28 being small boost pads. 100 boost pads obviously give you 100 boost each time you take one, but the small pads only give you 12 boost at a time. But that's not to say they're instantly inferior. Don't forget there are 28 of these little bad boys scattered all over the field. Whereas the 100 boost pads are only located on the perimeter of the field, which sometimes can be a drag to get to if you're in a sticky situation. Say you've got possession of the ball, about to begin an attack down the left hand side. By all means, grab that 100 boost, it may come in handy if your attack goes wrong and you need to make a speedy recovery. Say you're defending, you make a save, but hold on, the opponent's stolen your closest 100 boost pad.
You what?
This is where those small but mighty pads come in. In front of both goals, there is a total of 4 boost pads in a diamond shape, very easy to get to if you choose the right path whilst defending. And that gives you a total of 48 boost, which is a lot better than having 0 and having to defend a shot on goal. Okay, another example here, and I'm on 0 boost, which is not very ideal at all. But I make a convincing enough clearance to the left of my goal, but my opponent sees that I'll go for my 100 boost pad, so he takes it. Luckily for me, the ball then wanders away into his half, giving me the opportunity to take my time and collect some boost. Now I can prepare for my opponent's attack. Also, you'll notice my positioning after I collected my boost. This position puts me in a good spot to deal with just about anything that my opponent chooses to do. I decided to jump here, which forces my opponent to try and flick the ball, which then gives me possession, and because we collected all that boost a second ago, I can use it to get a strong shot on goal which my opponent can't reach in time.
This boy, could he be the one the prophecy spoke of? Only time will tell. This boy is a ray of hope upon these dark days. Anyway, that is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below.
Wait, that's my line.
I was just interacting with the viewers.
But yeah, anyway guys, that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy this 2-part series and want to see more, don't forget to leave a like and be one of the first 10 people to subscribe to the channel. But in the meantime, I've been Oliver, that's OLVR, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!